So welcome to the session on developing LogFrame, which is very important for all of us. Why this is very important? The answer is very simple. Because 99% of the donors and government organizations and institutions and also other companies, they use this model. Means the logical framework approach, means LogFrame, to outline the project as a whole. So to understand LogFrame is very important as professionals working in development, humanitarian and other companies and factories and other sectors. But the result framework is also important, which is used by the USAID, which is one of the biggest donor in the world. So as a professional, we need to understand both result framework and also the logical framework. But logical framework has more influence as it is used to develop the meal plan, which is also a foundation for all of us to manage a project or to make sure that we are completing our project with success. So there is a formal definition of LogFrame. LogFrame is a logic model that describes the key features of the project, objectives, indicators, measurement methods, assumptions, and highlights the logical linkages between them. With 26, the inclusion of these additional items, the LogFrame provides the basis of developing a meal plan. So let us look at the famous 4-4 diagram. The 4 vertical logics are objective statements, indicators, measurement methods, and assumptions. These are the vertical logics. Then let us look at the horizontal logics. Let us look at the vertical logics. Goal, strategic objective, intermediate results, and outputs. So sometimes it adds activities too. So these are the vertical logics, means the top-down and bottom-up logics. And the horizontal logics are from right to left, assumptions, measurements, indicators, and objectives. From left to right, objectives, indicators, measurement methods, assumptions. Measurement methods are also interchangeable with means of verification, and goals are interchangeable also with the term long-term objective or ultimate change or ultimate goal or impact. Strategic objectives are also interchangeable with the term outcome or specific objective or only the term objective. Then intermediate results are also interchangeable, like objectives or specific objectives, and outputs are always outputs and activities are always activities. Hi Dominic, you are late again, but welcome to the session.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let us look at the horizontal logics. The horizontal logics are 4 logics. Number 1, objective, indicator, measurement method or source of information or means of verification, then assumptions. Let us look at the logics one by one. In objective statement, we need to write the expected changes with a sentence or a statement. In the indicator logic box, we need to write the indicators of the expected changes to track the progress using a statement, but the statement must be numerical and specific. Measurement method or source of information or means of verification is where we put the method of verification, how we verify the indicator, or what are the sources of information to verify the indicator, or what is the method to verify the indicator. Then assumption. Assumption where we put some assumption if it is. Because assumption need to be whole truth to make sure that we are fulfilling or we are making connection between the horizontal logics. I think you will find it a bit hard. Let us move forward to understand it through some example. This is also theoretical. This is the vertical logics where the goals means the long-term impact. We write the statement of long-term impact. Strategic objectives, it expresses the objectives of the intervention, then outputs the direct achievements, then activity where we need to put the inputs and we interfere with the beneficiaries or activities and actions we perform to meet the outputs. This is the vertical logic. Now you will get to see some examples. Now this is the live logical framework. The same long-term change from the theory of change, the strategic goal from the result framework. Now we are in the LogFrame of Delta River project. So please look at the, give me one moment. So let us look at the log frame. We have four horizontal logics, objectives, indicators, means of verification, and assumption. We have also four vertical logic, goal, strategic objective, output, and activities. From top down, our objective statements are goal, strategic objective, output, and activity. Now, our goal is our long-term impact is internally displaced people in the Delta River region have improved livelihoods. This is our goal. To meet this goal, we set one strategic objective. Maybe we can have more strategic objectives, but in this LogFrame, we are putting only one strategic objective, and that is there is reduced incidence of waterborne disease among ITPs. So what is the indicator? The indicator is by the end of year 3, means this is a 3-year project. At the end of the year 3, we will have 30% decreased or reduced incidence of waterborne disease. So how we verify that 30% reduction of waterborne disease among the ITPs at the end of year 3? How can we verify it? We will collect continuous data through our health teams, mobile health teams from municipal hospital and clinics. So we don't have any assumption in this logic. Now, to meet this strategic objective, we can set, or we have set, many outputs. One of the output is output 1.1, which is community boards establish water points in IDP communities. So what are the indicators? We have 3 indicators. Indicator 1, by year 3, 40 water points are established in 4 per village. Means we have 10 villages. In each village, we have established 4 water points at the end of year 3. Indicator 2, by year 3, 10 trained community water boards are operational. Means we have trained 10 community water boards, means 1 community water board for 1 village, and they are operational, means they are active with all their materials all 3 years. Indicator 3, 100% water points meet water quality standards. So we have a checklist of water quality standards, and all the water points, means 40 water points, they are 100% okay with against all the water standards set by the checklist. So these are the indicators. So how we can assure that all these indicators are okay? What is the verify? How can we verify? So we will collect continuously all the water quality quarterly water board reports, and from that reports we will get this information, or all the information to understand, to verify these indicators. Now there's an assumption. We need to make sure that all the spare parts of the machines are available. Mechanics are trained as per the requirements of our water points, and mechanics are also available. Means we need to put some mechanics prepared and spare parts also. So we need to advocate with the local spare parts companies or traders, and also the mechanics. So this is the assumption. Now, to meet output 1.1, what do we need to do? We need to perform 3 actions. Activity 1.1.1 is Unitas and water board identify new water point locations. We have to identify new water points. Activity 1.1.2, we need to distribute water point materials. Activity 1.1.3, we need to establish water points. If we perform these activities, we can meet output 1.1. If we meet all the indicators of output 1.1, if we collect all the quarterly water board reports, if we keep spare parts ready to supply it at any moment, and if we get trained mechanics available to repair water point breakdowns or any other incidents, then we can meet or fulfill or reach the strategic objectives. If 30% reduction of waterborne disease happened, if it is verified by the data collected from municipal hospitals and clinics by our mobile health teams, then we can achieve the ultimate goal, which is internally displaced people or IDPs in the Delta River region have improved livelihoods. This is called if-then relationships, vertically and horizontally, of the logical framework. This is the logical framework. Now, our formal presentation on the logical framework is over. Now we shall see some live logical framework. Please wait and give me some moments. So this is a log frame. I hope if you have any questions, please do ask, because if you don't ask question, you cannot clarify yourself, cannot clarify your learning. So this is a example log frame. In your practical life, you may not see the log frame as per your theoretical learning, because log frames get changed when it comes to the hand of the project managers, because every project managers have their own project management ideology. So and every project has their own nature. So that's why project management is an area where we can get through many changes, and ideally the way you get oriented with a specific log frame, you may not see the same log frame in practice. So this is a project where you are seeing 7, 8 results, and it has some indicators and only means of verification. There is no assumption at all. But the project has assumptions, but maybe this project manager, he doesn't need it, or he feels that uh, this is enough, and it has outcome-wise. This is an outcome-wise log frame where you see the outcome 1, outcome 2, outcome 3, and other outcomes, and every outcome has some outputs, but some indicators also, but indicators are not output-wise indicators. So indicators are central against the outputs, not single output. And also the means of verifications are central, not against specific indicators or specific outputs. And also, like, if we take example of these outcome. So the outcome is women and girls are organized to claim their rights, and it has 4 outputs, but only uh, two indicators, and the indicators are 100% targeted groups are formed, 85% planned meetings are held. So to meet these indicator, you have to perform all 4 outputs. And the source of verification or means of verification is event reports and meeting minutes. So this project has 12 outcomes, and all these 12 outcomes will produce these 8 results. And these 8 results will be verifiable by these indicators. And it has only 2 means of verification. One is end-line evaluation report, and another is 6 monthly study reports on the project results. So this is the log frame. I am sharing another log frame with you. This is another simple log frame. Where you see a different diagram, like a different table, where there is an impact, engage and activate person with disabilities in the education sector for sustainable change. This is the targeted impact. Now it has 5 columns: project specific objectives, indicators, target, methodology, and frequency. So you are already experiencing that the theoretical log frame doesn't stay always strict when it comes to implementation, or when it comes to formulation of a log frame for specific projects by specific project managers. So it gets changed, and you already seeing it. So it has a specific objective and also indicator, one target, 2 methodology, but it has different outputs. For each output, 1 indicator, 1 target, different methodology, and different frequency. So this is a different kind of log frame for that specific project. So For this project, it has 3 outputs and for 3 outputs, 3 indicators. For 3 indicators, 3 different targets. And let me show you another LogFrame. If you have any questions, please do ask. Otherwise, you will not get an opportunity to clarify your questions. This is a practice one. So I am showing you a very different log frame, which is not a project log frame, but a log frame for the entire organization. And it has 7 columns: strategic goal, intervention, outcome, proposed target, indicator, means of verification, activity. So goal has been segregated into interventions. Intervention has been segregated into outcomes. Outcome has some proposed targets, and every target has indicator, and every indicator has some means of verification, and also every outcome has some activities. So this is and it's a 9-page log frame. It's a very big log frame. So log frames get changed and get different pictures when it comes to different area, different projects and different scenario. So to understand log frame, I hope that you will go through the log frames you can get, and also we will share these log frames, not now, once you pass the MCQ test, then we can share these log frames. Our next session will start from 3 p.m. I'll hope that in the meantime we can share the video links with you of these 2 small sessions in the morning. So stay well, and we'll see you at 3 p.m. I'm sharing the today's session flyer with you again. You will see the session plan here. We have session on writing project concept note and project proposal from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So if you want to understand project proposal writing, you must understand log frame, theory of change and result framework. So I am planning to share the video links as early as possible by 12 p.m. with you, and so that you can rewatch the videos again, and also see you at 3 p.m. Thank you very much.